start on the ground with McCaffrey. To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Samuel in motion. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The throwing here, Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Completes it to Jennings. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards, first down Niners. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Now Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Here we go with McCaffrey. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and what great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lie. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On first down, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Purdy now to throw. This is Jennings. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also in the field goal range at the 28. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. In motion left goes Jennings. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Deebo going in motion left. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we went inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Purdy. And this one is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
At the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the big
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
First down, Eagles.
Swift going to try up the middle. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Here's Hurts to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They're going to look to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone.
He is good.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Zach Cunningham on the tackle. That's a gain of 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 50 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. McCaffrey on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie on the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
And rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Pass complete. Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. back to throw. And this one complete to Smith. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they've converted their first 2 fourth down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They played turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.